Hi everyone, my name is Dimitri, and today I'm in Audio Pro Store in Krško, Slovenia to demonstrate you some basic guitar effects pedals which a lot of guitarists using to have their sound and pretty cool stuff. So off we go. Well, basically the first effect is really the amp. We are not really referring it as a guitar pedal because, well, it's not a pedal, but it's very important for our tone and for our sound, and basically it shapes all our sound. So the first thing is our amp. Basically in every amp you have knobs that you can turn the frequencies of bass, middle and treble, and gain and level and volume of the amp. So let's hear the guitar with just the amp. Clean sound. Okay, the first pedal in our chain is volume pedal, and well, what it does basically, it's controlling the volume. There are two positions which the volume pedal can be: in the beginning of the chain or in the end of the chain. If you put it in the beginning of the chain, so everything that comes after this pedal will remain. The tails, for example, if it's a delay, for example, if I play a note, you hear it continues. But if this pedal will be in the end of the chain, it's like master the volume of everything. So there will be no tail if I'll do the same if the volume pedal is in the end of the chain. So I'm pretty much using it to do some swells in some solos, for example. Okay, the next pedal is wah-wah pedal. Wah-wah pedal is a filter pedal. What does it mean? It means that once we turn it on, if the pedal is all the way down, it filters all the frequencies that they are not bass frequencies. So when you play it all the way down, you hear the sound. It's much more bassy. And if it's all the way up, you'll hear it more trebly. And how we get the wah-wah effect, it's once we are making the pedal go up and down, and that's what creates, like in human voice, like wow. So let me demonstrate it for you. Alright, the next pedal is compressor pedal. The compressor is a dynamic pedal, and basically what it does, it evens the dynamics. So for example, if you're playing something too loud, it evens it and cut the treble frequencies a bit, so it will be more focused. So let me play for you in clean some phrase, and I'll play the same phrase just with the compressor, and you will hear the difference. So the phrase will be, for example, compressor pedal is also, you can make a good use of it as a sustainer. The notes will sustain much longer because of the effect of the filtering of the dynamics. It also make the sustain last longer. Also, if you look at the pedal, in this particular pedal you have also a sustain knob, so you can control how much sustain you want. So if, for example, I'll turn it a bit on, a bit more, I'll have even more sustain in my sound. Like you hear, the note continues. Without the compressor, if I'll do the same, it will decay much faster. And also, if you noticed, it was really sudden. With the compressor, it's really stay longer. Okay, next pedal is distortion pedal. The most favorite one of all hard rock metal genre. Okay, most of people have confusion about what the difference between overdrive and distortion. So overdrive is simulator of a tube amp. When the tube is getting hotter and hotter, it's basically overdrive the sound. And it's been used especially in the 60s, 70s, even today it's used a lot, especially for blues. When you want to have like a bit of crunchy sound and not like, unlike distortion, which is really messy and huge sound. The distortion doing the same, and a lot of distortion pedals also include tube inside of the pedal, so it does the same, but just usually in distortion you have a few gain stages. So if you want more distortion, then the gain stage is rising up and you have more distorted sound until it gets to extreme, like death metal or something. So basically this is the difference between overdrive and distortion, of course. Okay, let's move on to the next pedal. Okay, our next three pedals are modulation pedals. All modulation pedals work pretty much the same, just in different variations. They all split the signal of the guitar into two, and doing something, depends on the pedal, and mixing it with the dry signal. So when the two signals are combined, we have this effect. Okay, the first one is a phaser. A phaser, like I said about all the modulation pedals, split the signal, and one of the paths is getting out of phase a bit, in circle, and we get this basically swirling sound. So I will demonstrate it for you. First of all, clean. And with phaser. You hear this? It's like spinning a bit. Of course, depends on the model of the phaser. You can also have control of the speed or the mix of the two signals, and depends really on the model. There's, for example, like MXR, legendary MXR 90 has only one knob of the speed, or rate, if I remember correctly. But for example, this one, the TC, has much more options, which you can play with. Okay, let's move on to the next pedal. Next pedal is flanger, and once again it's doing the same, splitting the sound, just in different bit way. And this time, instead of just telling you a lot of dry details, I will just show you how it works in one a great song of Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. You have in the distortion part there some flanger. So I'll first play you just so you can hear the flanger. And now the Pink Floyd, if you remember. So this is the flanger. The next pedal is chorus. The chorus pedal once again splits the signal into two paths, and one path is a bit detuned. For example, I can create a chorus even without a pedal, so I'll show you from where the idea comes. If I play two notes which are the same pitch on the guitar but on different strings, and each string is a bit in few cents tuned differently, it's never perfect like 0 0 0. So, and create some kind of chorus. For example, now no effects are on, and listen to this note. You hear? It's like a bit, you have color on it. It sounds bigger. So that's basically what the chorus does. So I'll play for you without the chorus. And now with the chorus. Okay, the next pedal, and for today's lesson it will be the last, it's the delay pedal. The delay pedal is bass time pedal, and what it does basically, it's like some kind of echo, just in a bit different way, and it repeats what you play, and you can adjust how fast it will repeat it, how long, and for how many times you will hear this repetition. Depends how you will play with the pedal. So once again, if I'm playing and with the delay pedal, you hear this tells basically this is delay. I can make it a bit longer. Sorry, this time I made it shorter. Here, now it takes more time until the delay starts. I can make feedbacks more, so it will repeat much more. You can make symphonies with these delays. Of course, depends on what kind of delay you have. Alright, one more effect I didn't speak about, it's the reverb, but probably if you check your amp you'll have built-in reverb. Usually it's a spring reverb, and reverb, what it does, it's simulate a room or a hall. It's like just simulate environment. Of course, depends on how your reverb is progressed or how many options it has. Usually in pedal you have like a plate type of reverb, or spring, or hall, but check your amp. You can play first with the amp to see what it does to your sound. But these are the basic effect pedals, at least for the beginning. There are much more, but for now that's enough. So thank you so much for being with me, and thank you so much for Audio Pro Krško for helping me to make this video. And I'll see you next time, and please subscribe to my channel. You can post me questions or just say hello, and make sure to be here next time. See you. Thank you. Bye bye.